Good afternoon, ladies and germs, and welcome to another metal detecting video with me, Metal Detecting NYC. We're in Florida. Well, I am trying to reach the beach, but I'm not having too much luck. It's a bunch of private homes here. And I can't seem to find access to a beach here in Fort Lauderdale. So, I have a confession. I know I just released that rap video that we're going to Miami. I'm actually staying in Fort Lauderdale, and they're very close. I mean, I will be going to Miami, but last night I detected in Fort Lauderdale. And let me tell you something. I don't know if this is just me, but I have a feeling there's going to be people that this will resonate with. When you have a new process, when you go to a place for the first time, there's that element of mystery. And a lot of times we talk ourselves out of doing it. So, for instance, I was going to stay in last night, and then I'm like, wait a second, no, you got 5 days in Florida, you gotta go. And my point in saying that, if there's one or two of you that are thinking about going to a new place and trying something new, do it. Okay, I think we have beach access. Sure hope we do. And one more thing. Get a headlamp. Oh my God, night detecting is the greatest. It is so peaceful. It is ridiculously peaceful. It is you, the beach, or a park. You could do it in a park. And you're not in the middle of a zillion people. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I've met a lot of cool people along the way who've just asked me questions, and I've been taking the time to answer them. But there's something about the solitude and the enjoyment that comes with that. Yeah.
All right, it's an absolutely gorgeous night out, and it's high tide right now. Got my detector. We're gonna do a little scouting tonight. Well, first signal, somebody's glasses. Good thing about coming to the beach at high tide is you could literally walk the high tide line, which to me is a good indicator of what's left. Stuff gets pushed back to it, yet then again, detectorists know that. So if I'm finding a bunch of coins back here, there's a good shot. Here we go. That something could exist further in. And we're on the board. We got a Floridian dime.
So I'm building my global knowledge of detecting, and I'll tell you this. I'm seeing big differences on the New York beaches and the Florida beaches. In New York, everything ends up on the high tide line. Everything eventually gets pushed back right in that region. And I'm trying to see the science in Florida, not the science, the tendencies of where the objects fall in Florida. And last time that I was here, a month ago, there was one big patch that I found, but other than that, it's been tough to find. But my rule that I follow, at least in New York, is if you're looking to identify where the patches are, go across the high tide line. And I had no choice but to do that last night because I came at high tide, but you look in front of it. And there, if you're seeing volume on the high tide line, look in front of it right there.
Well, what do you know? Getting a quarter signal right here. Now, I don't have my scoop yet, so it's going to be a little challenging, but...
Little challenging was the understatement of the millennium. I was digging like a dog, okay? I was like doing this. If somebody saw me, and they did, they'd be like, what's wrong with this guy?
That's okay, as long as I don't lose my detector. I'll be back when I get this. All right, we're in a good spot. I'm really liking this for prospects for tomorrow. I got another quarter. Well, got my first quarter, another coin. Look at this. Oh man. Oh man, that's a platinum signal. All right, we'll be back when we get this one. Oh.
Yeah, I was just using my detector and pinpointer, and I had a little trowel to dig. That's about it.
Bummer. Total bummer.
I just have to do this on camera. Missed you.
Another fantastic signal. Let's see what we got. Not a fantastic result. We have Taco Bell, number 5. Number 5, baby. There we go.
Yeah, so if you're new here and you're like, wait, Taco Bell rings? Wait, what? Yeah, so we have something here on Metal Detecting NYC called the Taco Bell Flow Chart. It is an important document, and it enables me to go to my favorite fast food restaurant as a celebration. We celebrate being a little overweight on this channel. It's good for you.
Yes! Okay! There we go! It's been a long time! Oh, how I've missed you, Mr. and Mrs. Ring. This has some nice weight to it. Ooh, I'm used to these being nickels. Slump is over. 2 in a row. Holy, wow. This is a light one. The other one was heavier, but okay. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So that's rings 5 and 6 for the year. The goal, and you better believe I'm going to dig until my arm falls off or I reach the goal of 100 rings. Dug in the year 2020. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You want to come along for the ride.
Workout for a deep zinking. Second pair of glasses tonight. These ones are broken though.
They weren't my color anyway.
I mean, I'd say this was another deep zinking heartbreaker, but I'm really not heartbroken tonight. This is a good night. I don't even have my tools. First nickel signal of the night. I had to go in just with my arms and just dig this out before the waves swept it away. I need my scoop. I left it in Florida last time with my family and my traveling scoop, that is. So I pick it up tomorrow, but let's see what we could get tonight. We're hot tonight. All right, I moved back a few feet. I'm doing the very high tide line or the low dry, because big storms can push stuff in there. Just got a dime. It's what I can do tonight. I got lucky. I wasn't too low with those rings, but I got lucky with where I was that I was able to recover them in time. There's other signals that I've had to give up on. So this is the area that, for tonight at least, I'm going to focus on. And of course, I come back tomorrow and at low tide. I'm loving this. Oh, we need this in New York.
Question to beach detectorists. What is the most overlooked part of the beach? Is it the dry? Is it the high tide line? Is it the slope? I'm not even going to bother to ask if it's the wet. Everybody goes to the wet, but and the low wet. But I don't know. I like to hunt the high tide line. And, you know, even at low tide, high tide, this shows that, you know, you can get good stuff there.
Wish they would just like spill rings everywhere. That would be phenomenal. But then again, there'd be no challenge to our hobby, that means. So this is just awesome. Makes me appreciate it. Well, apparently they drink beer here in Florida too. Well, I'd call this a dream signal. Let's dig it. And it is not a ring. Meh. It's a meh. It's a green surf penny. Yeah, this is what I have to resort to. A scoop of sand and the pinpointer for tonight. Let's see what we got. And it is, I think, just a zinkin. Yeah, just a lousy old zinkin. Meh. Meh. But we keep going. The tides are definitely receding. We are past high tide, so that's a good thing. And we're gonna see how much energy we have tonight. Low tide is at 4 a.m. and it's got to be about midnight right now. I got to do stuff with my family tomorrow, and I don't even have a scoop, so I don't know if it makes sense to exert that tonight. But I got at least another hour in me. If I get another ring, gonna have at least another 2 hours in me. Another deep zinking, pretending to be treasure. What I'm seeing tonight is very sporadic, though. It's even though I am relegated to the upper tidal areas tonight, there's no patch that I've seen. What I want to see is a patch. That's where you get the bonanzas. And I do not see something resembling that. I'm seeing here and there. I saw two rings together. Those things came up next to each other. So maybe one person dropped those two rings and they washed up there and I got lucky. But in terms of a patch, I mean, it's too early to say. I'm not seeing this at low tide. A low patch is better than a high patch. Oh. Well, that's a nice little signal here. And oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. It's a zinkin. Never mind. I saw the top and I thought it was a pendant. Nope. It's a zinkin. Oh, these darn zinkins. Well, anyway, every time that I find something like that, I spiral out. So let's see if we found a patch here. I haven't gotten them all on camera, but what I am getting is a lot of these zinkins. See this balloon-looking thing? I've been told that they are jellyfish, and even after they're dead, you do not want to touch them. I think I actually hit one of them on my foot because it is aching right now.
Yo, let me tell you something. Those things are crazy. They do not happen in New York. The blow-up jellyfish? Let me tell you what exactly happened. I stepped on one of those. It sounded like a gunshot. I might have let out a shriek.
We got another Floridian quarter sanded in one. This is a very deep beach in that, the targets that I'm finding, it's very few are surface. Let me turn my light up to show you this. But over in here, there is a collection area. There's a little bit of a cliff right in here. See that dip? Yep. Hear that? That's where the signals are. I don't have my scoop tonight, but you better believe I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, signals, bunch of them in here. Look at that ridge right in here. Flattens out here, and here's the start of the slope. I love the bottom of the slope. That is a winner area. But now that the tides have receded, I'm getting more signals. Another quarter. I think that gets us up to $1 finally. Well, if this is legit, we got gold. Sure sounds good. Let's see what we got. Can slaw. Nickel. So I learned something important tonight. I've been hunting a lot of parks lately, and to get a little bit of extra depth, I have slowed the recovery speed down to 2 when I do parks. But I've noticed that I've really struggled at beaches.
Yeah, I just noticed I am rambling on this tip. Long story short, when you are using the Equinox, you can change the recovery speed. I have been using recovery speed 2 in parks. It is better to use recovery speed 3, the fastest recovery speed, on beaches. I noticed the difference when I played around. That's what I recommend. There's the non-rambled version.
Another dime. Non-zinking penny. I just want to celebrate that point. I mean, it's 1 cent, but at least it's not a zinkin. We hate those. All right, look, you could clearly see this dip in here. I'm putting my feet down here. This is where the coins are. I just can't quite get to it. So tomorrow I'll definitely be back to do this spot, but the tides are receding enough. And I'm getting good information here. So, or maybe I'll stay till 4 a.m.
Yeah, I stayed until 4 a.m.
All right, well, let me stop torturing myself and go to where I could dig. And the good news is it keeps going back. It is a nickel, I think. Yeah, it's a nickel. It's Canadian, eh? I see a big goose. And I think it's the Queen. Take a look at this funky little city. Fort Lauderdale is pretty cool. Yeah, the wife's not going to be too happy with the amount of sand on me, but oh well. Another surf nickel. All right, this is the dream signal that will make or break the whole night. It's going to be a tough dig. Man, but I'm committed to this one. Well, it sure is a ring, but not the type that I like. Can't wear this one. Another dime. This has happened to me 4 or 5 times tonight. I stick my hand down, I feel it, I feel the hole, I'm like, yes! But it's this. Why do people pull these off? Man, take some Xanax. Nickel. Got another nickel. All right, I see flashing lights by where my rental car is, so that has me paranoid, especially after owing $250 for my last one because I left sand in the car. You think I'm gonna leave sand in the car this time? Well, I'm gonna vacuum it, of course, but let me go check this out. Might call it a night. Thank God, a foot wash. I was about to be beaten down. There we go. All right, this is gonna be a while. And miraculously, no tickets. I'm not used to that.
But then you start thinking to yourself, you're in Florida, man, and the New York beaches, they need depositors. They are like hunted out right now.
All right, it's 3 in the morning. I'm on a mission, so what the heck, man? Low tide's in an hour. Let's do it. 2 rings. Let's make it 3. I mean, if I'm going for 100 this year, I gotta make this materialize. This beach is so weird. It is sporadic. It is so ununiform. New York, everything kind of flows into patterns. This is just irregular, for lack of a better word. I'm finding signals. I'm still not seeing any patches, any coin lines. It is just scattered. Very bizarre. But like I said, there are signals.
So my big takeaway so far is that the coin line structure is different. I mean, a coin line is a coin line. Yes, I know, but New York, you get these perfect coin lines, and it could be due to volume. It could be due to people detecting and like leaving stuff. I got so many Zinkins last night. Oh my God, I must have gotten 30 Zinkins, and I didn't put them all on video. But there's just, I don't know, a different, it's the same macro concepts, but there's different micro features that I'm trying to put my hand on, you know, like it's just different.
More Zinkins. Another nickel. Another nickel. Quarter, that woke me up. All right, not impressed with the low tide at this beach. It's 4 a.m. Time to head home. Another quarter on the way out. time to head home.
Now, having a Taco Bell open at 4 in the morning kind of was a big ask. But it gave me some time to plan for the next day. Plan the celebration, that is.
Taco Bell was closed last night and I was delirious. So it is time to celebrate right now. There it is, right on the other side of that truck. There it is. There it is. We are at the drive-thru. It's happening. It's happening. We are even closer. I could hear their voice.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you? Can I get 2 tacos, bean burrito, and the Mexican pizza, please?
What kind of tacos? Crunchy?
Crunchy, please. And a cherry Coke. Pepsi, I mean.
Else? Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Go for it, thank you.
Thank you. We placed the order. Taco Bell has been secured.